Hey traders, alphaexclusive.com here. We're going to look at RCFEF, and this is for March 15th, 2012. Now this is a 60-minute chart, and I want to break it down into a short-term chart because although this has a bit of history of trading, I think it was recently as low as 6 cents, there hasn't been really a lot of significant volume for active day traders to participate in this stock, except for started around March 5th, where we start to see the volume start to come in, and now we've had a lot of volume, which makes this stock a great stock for trading or investing in. Now let's take a look here. This is not a lot of history here, but it makes it exciting because this also means that this stock could have a long way to go, especially in the penny realm, where as soon as the entire world knows about the stock, it's usually on its way back down. This is a little bit different of a scenario because it's still early. The stock's really only been trading for about not even 2 weeks, actively trading for not even 2 weeks. And we had a nice run already. You can see it was a low of around 18-20 cents in this area, ran all the way to 45 cents. So that's a good triple almost, and basically had a nice pullback from the 45-cent area down to 27. You can see it found some support, and we're just draw a little blue line right in here because you can actually see it held this support level for quite a while. Now what happens is we have a blue line that we call support. This is a trend line that pushes the prices upwards, and it acts as a support. So whenever the price touches it, usually bounces, and when we break the support trend, it reverses the stock into the opposite direction where we need a pullback or a consolidation. Here we've got a nice consolidation, a lot of sideways movement here, and what we can see is we've got lower high points. We've taken our resistance line and plotted it where we've connected at least 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 5 points on the hourly chart. So we've got a very solid resistance line. We know it's a resistance line because we've connected with it more than 2 or 3 times, so we know it's a solid resistance. And now what's happened actually is we've moved above the resistance line, so similar to how we broke the support line and the stock consolidates and moves sideways. Now we've broken the resistance line, so after sideways consolidation, it means the stock's ready for another run. And where we would see some resistance typically is probably at the last highs around 45 cents. So that is probably going to be a likely target. And now considering this low point at 27 cents is much higher than when the stock sort of began trading around 20 cents, usually means that our stock's going to go above the 45-cent area. Now let's look at some other indicators. I've drawn this vertical red line here because we're going to use our 60-minute MACD line to give us our momentum indicators. You can see that for the entire upward trend, the MACD lines were moving upwards, and right about where they crossed over also coincides for where the support line broke. So this is suggesting, hey, the upward trend's ending, we're going to see a pullback or consolidation. And likewise, when the MACD lines cross up, that suggests or confirms the stock's now exiting its downward trend and moving into a new upward trend. And right now they're just about pinching, so it could be a little bit of a delayed signal. The stock has moved above its resistance line here, so this is suggesting that the consolidation's over and the stock is on its very new legs to start a new run. We also are looking at the STO, another sort of a momentum indicator. This one's a little bit more volatile and can sometimes give early signals. What we see is that after the cross down, actually you can see that it actually dipped down below the support even broke. So this is a little bit of a warning, early indicator. Actually what we could do with this one is if we take a look at the low points, we can actually sort of draw a little trend occurring here, and then the break of the STO support here can sort of give us an early warning indicator that a reversal or pullback is coming. So this is sort of an early indicator. Likewise, what we can see here is the STO is bottomed here twice. It doesn't look like it's going any lower than this. So this typically is also suggesting we've got a bottom. Also looking at volume, this is another important indicator, actually probably the most important indicator. What we can see is that generally when a stock is in a consolidation or a downward move, what we watch for is for the volume to start to pick up. And volume also forms trends. We've got a descending volume trend going on right now from the very high point all the way down to the lows of around 27 cents. And what happens is the volume spikes. This tells us that we have a very high likelihood that a bottom's in. When we see the volume spike on a downtrend, it usually means there's a lot of interest coming back in, and there's new traders coming in that are reversing the trend. So this is an excellent indicator. What we want to see from here is the volume to start to increase. After the spike, it was a little light, but that doesn't mean that next trading day we can't start to see the volume increase and we could really see a nice run come here. Okay, thanks very much for watching. Keep in mind I'm not an investment advisor, so don't use this for any buy or sell signal. Thanks for watching and happy trading.